Good day to you, everybody. Let's hit the road. It's been a long time since I've been doing these little live. What do I call them? Live drives. Is that catchy enough for you? I can tell you need a little tissue. Wipe your eyes. Jeez, part of the problem is this phone mount is just weird. The way it's shaped, it just does not want to grab anything stable. It just kind of rocks back and forth. So it's like I don't even want to mount it. All right, so let's talk today about Friday buyers. Friday is the day you're supposed to be working with your buyers, trying to put it together so that they can be prepared for the weekend. See, it's already starting to get cockeyed. Take all of your buyers, give them a call. See if they're still interested in making a purchase. See if they are interested at all. You know, the best thing you can do is call them and find out if they have a house to sell. A lot of times when a buyer comes into the marketplace, they have a house to sell. And we overlook the fact that perhaps maybe, just maybe, they are in fact a seller. So when you get a new buyer, what do? You got to make sure you get them into a database. You got to make sure that you follow up effectively. You got to make sure you tag and flag them. Today I have a buyer. You know, I don't really ever talk about buyers, do I? It's a thing I don't do. But I do work with them when they're VIP buyers. I know as a listing agent, a lot of you guys want to avoid buyers like the plague. I just had a one-on-one this morning where I was asking him about buyers. He goes, I don't do buyers, James. You do buyers? I'm like, yeah, I do buyers if they're VIP. You know, it's very hard when you have a seller who says, yeah, I'm interested in buying a house. I need to buy a house first, and then I'll sell. That's a long-term lead. First, you got to find them the perfect house. So it would be in your best interest to visit their current house. See where they're at so you can know where they want to go. You might find that many times buyers are... I'm not gonna say it, but you know what it rhymes with. Many times they'll say, I want a 3-bedroom, 1-story, and before you know it, they're pulling up homes on the internet that they are 2 bedrooms on the 3rd floor. It's just the nature of the business, people. Try to understand their wants and needs. Try to understand what it is they are looking for and deliver on that promise. Stay consistent. Buyers are a very tough proposition to maintain. These guys are quick to click, but a buyer, they go every night. They're on the internet. They're clicking around. They're looking at other properties and they're asking questions of other agents. They might not know. So you got to educate your buyers. Let them know, hey, by the way, if you happen to see something, make sure you give me a call. I have the key for every house. That's a script for you. I've got the key for every house and I'm a gatekeeper. So please don't hesitate to give me a call. If you're tinkering around on the internet, you see you'll set them up on a search criteria, right? Part of your follow-up campaign is to set them up on a search criteria. You capture the buyer, put them in a database, set them up on a search criteria, follow up effectively. Maintain high levels of communication. Let them know that you're there when the time comes that you want to get them in. Many times these buyers think that they're bothering you. Listen to their words. Man, I don't want to bother you. It's like, man, you're not bothering me. You know what? You do know what I do for a living. There's a script. You do know what I do for a living, right? I sell real estate. You're not bothering me. We're actually conducting business here. They always, there's always like this, are you a friend? I don't want to bother a friend. But if it's a business, when you call your attorney, you don't be like, I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you. You're like, can we talk? Right? So you've got to set the boundaries up. Let them know work and play can both exist, but then it's never a bother. Listen to what they're looking for. Try to identify whether or not they are different personality types, the husband and the wife. Maybe one talks visual, one maybe talks about emotions. One maybe talks about numbers. You've got to know all of those ins and outs of the buyer. Make sure that you listen to their words. The secret, the major key for buyers is to listen. I mean, listening just that goes without saying, man. You guys should learn how to listen. Listen more. Let people talk. Turn your mouth off and your ears on, and you will find that you will get more business, that people will perceive you as caring when you shut your mouth. You open your mouth, you don't care. When you listen, try to investigate those awkward pauses of silence as you're listening to know, are they done talking? Don't overstep the conversation. Let them tell you. Learn to ask questions. Man, I'm dropping a lot of value nuggets here for one little video. Guys and gals, there's a lot more to this buyer game. There's a lot of questions and scripts and dialogues, presentations, content. I mean, there's a whole world of knowledge. I can't possibly give it to you in 6 minutes and 45 seconds. If you want to know more, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you find me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, join any one of the groups that I have, and I try to answer all your questions, you know, with videos there and creating content. And lastly, I am a couple of days away from releasing my definitive library. It's called the Festini Factor. It's going to be a robust, all-around university where you're going to log into a platform and you're going to actually go through lesson plans, and you're going to go and take like day-by-day steps and actions to make yourself a well-rounded agent. A lot of you know me as telephone prospecting and door knocking, but that's like one slice of the pie. I encourage you to do that. But there's so much more. Contracts, negotiations, scripts, dialogues, presentation, buyers, sellers, expires. I mean, there's a whole other world that I just haven't really given to you as a whole. But now I've put them in packages. So just be on the lookout for that. The link pops up below and it exists. But for now, the best thing you can do is go to wherever you can find me and follow me at that location. Thanks for watching. Now get back to work. I'm going to get on the phones right now and start prospecting.